Well, good day, everybody. Today is the 21st of December, 2022. Christmas is in 4 days, is it? So it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, today is Wednesday. My little baby I got with me today, she is a Cecilia kid. You see any resemblance? By Bonnie Stephen. I discovered her while I was searching for something else, and I knew that I had to have this Reborn. She is adorable. She was created by Margaret Marsh, who lived in Queensland here in Australia, and I love this. She's one of my favourite kids. Of course, as you all know, my full name is Cecilia, but I usually get called Celys, so that's where, yes. So she is a darling. Margaret is such an amazing reborn artist, baby maker. Do you think we look alike? Okay, update on my reborn. Oh my goodness. I meant to have a look. The last I got was that she had left America. She is on her way to Australia. So she's got... That was yesterday or was the day before? I should have checked. We've still got till Saturday. We don't usually have postal deliveries on Saturday, but Christmas time, because all the parcels and everything, the post, I'm pretty sure they will be working Saturday, Christmas Eve. So hopefully she will arrive. When she arrives, I will do my box opening video. And although I have a little story, I want to tell you something too, but I'll wait until I do the box opening, because it's to do with that. I've got little Archie here, pretty boy. And I've seated myself in front of my mantelpiece. I thought this is something different. I could actually, I don't know how I'm going to make it different. And so I've got this purple duvet. We have a festival here in Grafton called the Jacaranda Festival. Jacaranda are these beautiful purple trees. They come out and they have about a 10-day festival all around the Jacaranda. That's as long as they last. Then the flowers are gone and they're gone. I remember when it started, I actually turned into the main street to go into town and I seen all these beautiful trees. Absolutely beautiful. Purple, of course, my favourite colour. So my new baby is on her way. As I said earlier, hopefully she will be here for Christmas. Yes, Archie, you were here for Christmas, aren't you? He is so talkative. What else is going on? There's something I wanted to say. Yes. Oh, I went back to the doctor yesterday because I needed another medical certificate for Centrelink. Centrelink is the government body in Australia. I think you call it a body. Company business in Australia that actually helps with people who are unemployed, with your pensioner, your estate, whatever, help you get payments. I needed this because at the moment I don't see myself actually going out and be able to do volunteer work. When I had an appointment with my psychologist last Monday, and the Sunday night I had a very bad, couldn't get to sleep. I don't know what time I got to sleep. I think then I woke up early in the morning and couldn't get to sleep. Then I had to set my clock for 11:30, so I'll have at least a couple of hours when I wake up to get ready to go and see her. And then my anxiety, my anxiety set in. Then had a bad night the Monday night because the next day I was having an inspection. It wasn't the inspection or anything. It's just that I've actually met this person before who's coming in to have a look at my home, as in I rent, and so you got to have some inspection person. They've got to go whenever they feel like it, I think. They come and just see if the place is livable, if we are looking after the place. And they were happy. I've never had a problem with any inspection. They've always been really good. So, really good. But my anxiety, I remember sitting here on the Tuesday morning waiting. And I could feel my anxiety in me. I could feel my shakes getting worse. My shakes, I have this thing called essential tremors, where you shake. I can stop it, which is the difference between essential tremors and Parkinson's. Parkinson's, you can't stop it. Because once my shake, especially the head, when the head starts shaking, goes that way, I can stop that. I can let it really go to see how it goes, but then I can stop it. That's the difference between essential tremors and Parkinson's. Yesterday, I had a doctor's appointment. I thought Sunday night, I had a good sleep Sunday night. I'm going to see. No, sorry, Monday night I had a good sleep. Woke up yesterday morning feeling good. Actually, things are going to be really great. Then I sat down, had my lunch. After lunch, I was sitting there just relaxing. Then I could feel the anxiety in me. My tremors started really bad. My hand, it mainly my left hand because I'm dominant, it was going really bad. My head was going back and forth. It was really bad. So it was just before 2 o'clock. I said, stuff this. I thought I'll go and get dressed and see how I go. Okay, went in to get dressed. I sat on the bed and I just cried. This is how anxiety fixed me. And I just had a good cry. I got up, I got dressed, rang a taxi, put on my iPod. iPod helps me get my mind busy and helps with my anxiety. And what else? I know when I got to the doctor's surgery, I was sitting down and I was playing games on my phone and my whole body was shaking. My hand was shaking. My head wasn't as bad, but I'm okay with the shaking. I'm not bad. It doesn't affect my doing my things. It's just when anxiety hits, although essential tremors is always with me. Sometimes just a little bit, it doesn't worry me. But there are people so bad that they have to have medication for it. People are so bad, they actually have Botox to help, especially with the head tremors. The body tremors feel like you are in a car that's idling. That is what the body tremors feel like. So it's our whole body that actually a tremors fix. But I'm okay with it, you know. I can do what I want to do. It doesn't stop me doing what I want to do. It's just a pain when it does happen. So I got my medical certificate, got all that done. I see my psychologist. I think she's a psychologist. I'm not quite sure what she is. But she will be another 2 weeks I see her. Which works out good because I need to get my scripts filled and I'll actually go to the shopping centre afterwards. 2 weeks. So what am I going to do in 2 weeks? No. Oh, this baby is beautiful. See? Margaret always gives her babies a bracelet. Makes a bracelet for them. They always get a bracelet. Her nails are beautiful. She got beautiful nails. I have got, I think, 4 babies of Margaret's. No, sorry. I think it's 5. You're welcome. 3, let me see. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Merry Christmas. I've got 4 of Margaret's. 3 were actually custom because I brought the kits and I sent them to Margaret, or I actually sent them straight to Margaret to actually have them done. So this is, I called her Agnes, because Agnes is my second name. So is anybody else out there that has got a kit that is also your name? That's when I'd seen this, I thought I had to have it. I was looking for a kit for someone else to send to them, but when I'd seen this, I said, nah, this is more important, to have a kit with my name. What else is happening? My left knee is still a bit nummy. It's not bad. I'm getting old. I know I've put on weight. It's at the stage where I just eat what I like. I ordered something the other day I probably shouldn't have, but it's this lolly shop on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland where you buy a kilo of lollies and you get another kilo of the same lollies for free. I thought, great, good for Christmas. So yeah, I went shopping yesterday, and what did I buy yesterday? I had to buy a container to put my loo paper in the bathroom, beside the toilet in the bathroom. Because I bought some big packs the other week. I wanted to separate that. What else I wanted to? Actually, the one thing that I haven't done since I've been in grafting is take my babies out. I don't know why. I don't know why. I know it probably would help if I had the baby to take, but I wish I had a pram where when I pushed the pram, the baby was facing me, not the other way. I could do that with the pram I've got, but it actually doesn't push as good as the other way. But I'm not one of these fancy ones. Beg your pardon? When I was at the time before last, my psychologist, I told her that I have reborns, and I sent her a link to my channel, and I got the response last week that I've got beautiful babies, and I told her how I've got this one coming from America, finally, who was someone in an email who messaged talking, and she said, a 4-year pregnancy. Yep, been waiting for this for 4 years, and it's finally coming. That's something else I want to talk about when I'm doing the box opening. There's a couple of things. I've got to write these 2 things down so I won't forget to actually say these things when I'm doing the box opening. Because one was really weird about it. I actually did message Jackie about one of the weird one. But she hasn't responded, she hasn't viewed it. It's just, so I'm glad it's on its way. Beg your pardon? I've got him nice and close, so that way you can pick up him talking. Can't we? You know, I think birds are so lucky they have a swing. Each house should have a swing. Well, we could swing on it. Hey, mate. Yeah. I've got to get some bird seats soon. It's crazy. We have had it's been nippy, really. There have been times here, especially in my lounge room, which is where I am, I've actually had to put my winter dressing gown on. I thought, no, I won't put my winter nightie, I'll put my winter dressing gown on. And it's been nippy, but it's been nice. But I've been told the heat it hits next month, but we'll see what happens. I know this place does get hot, so I'm going to see how it goes. This place is really cool at the moment. It's the coolest part of the house. The baby's room is even cooler. So we'll just see how things go when it gets hot. I know I've got to get some Archie food soon, so I'm not quite sure if I'll be able to walk there because of the heat, or if I'll ring them up to see if they will deliver it, because they delivered it last time and it's only $4 delivery. I don't mind. Beg your pardon? I don't mind paying a bit extra for delivery because it's a 14-minute walk. It's a good walk. In winter, it's a great walk. It's a bit nippy and it's really nice walking in the winter here. But in summer, I know, he gets a good seed. And the neighbour next door, he gives me some egg and biscuit. So I give that to, gives about 5 grams of that in his food each week. Usually with the egg and biscuit, you usually moist it and mix up like a little paste, a crumbly thing. But you only can leave it there for a certain amount of time. So I just sprinkle 5 grams. I know it's 5 grams because I've got a measuring spoon and I measured it. And I just sprinkle over his seed once a week. So what are we doing? I have got Garfield here. That's right, I haven't tapped it out because I couldn't remember who actually created this kit. As I said, Bonnie Sieben. She's 19 inches. Um, 8th of October 2020 is when it's come out. So it's that couple of years. Cecilia. Cecilia is a beautiful name. You know, when you get these kits, you don't know how to write. Oh, the kit that I've got coming from Jackie and Stephanie, that kit has now sold out. I went on a check on McPherson's website and it is completely sold out kit. This one. I wonder if Cecilia, are you a sold out kit? I don't know. Come here. McPherson's, have a look. I think that's where I got this one from. That's Cassie Brace. No. Beg your pardon? Thank you. Merry Christmas to you too. He doesn't say Merry Christmas. It can't get the end of the end. Yeah, it's still this kit is still available. You know what's crazy? I think I pre-ordered this one. It was a pre-order one, July 2020. So I've had it 2 years. When you look at these kits on these sites to buy a kit, it's got a guarantee. All guarantees are void if the vinyl is heated, as we cannot predict what could become defected. The vinyl can crack or bubble, which is not the fault of the manufacturer or the inspection progress. If you decide to heat your vinyl, you must do so at your own risk. But isn't that what most artists use? Genesis heat set paints? Maybe it's just a precautionary thing in case something does happen. Crazy. What's this? End of the edition. What does that mean? Cecilia by Bonnie Sieben. End of the edition. Okay. We have a few still left of last of this edition. Very popular kit, so don't miss out on the last of it. So it seems like they only made so many kits of the Cecilia kit, and which is good. I'm glad I found her. Can you hear him talk? His feathers fluffed out under his chin. I put Aggie in. I brought the pram out because I thought, what am I going to put her down on when I want to do something? Put a tablet down there. It's amazing how you do handle these babies, reborns, like a baby. No matter what size I pick up, except for this fella, no matter what size I pick up, I just handle it like a baby. I actually went into my room and said, what baby am I going to put in the video this week? I thought Cecilia. And I've already got picked for my next video for next week. I actually went on to having you on to see what the actually theme for this week was, and there was no video. I thought, what's going on here? Is she okay? I thought, okay, I will actually check the video last week before last. And she's on holidays. Great. I hope she's having a great holiday where she is. We all deserve a holiday, don't we? Somewhere. Everybody knows Garfield. He's my channel mascot. I've had him, I can't remember how long I've had him for. He is I cannot remember the name of the kit, but the kit was created by Jade Warner here in Australia. I met her when I went to the Adelaide Doll Show. I checked, and that was 4 years. I'm pretty sure that was 4 years ago. So I looked through my playlist. It should have the when I went to South Australia. So I'm pretty sure it's 4 years. She created a kit, and the artist was Trina Treasures from Queensland. She actually had the kit and she created him for me. I wanted the ginger boy. What do you got on your little bits of dust? There he is. What I'll do, I'll move the camera around so you can get... Oh. He's hiding. He's got this bell, and of course he's got his head up in the bell. He must have knew I was going to turn him around to... What are you doing? Archie? He loved his cuddle bone. But they are expensive. What did I pay for the cuddle bone? $4 something. $4. I know you can get them from the beach, but I'm about not quite sure. Oh, probably an hour from the beach. I'm not as close to the beach as I used to be. So yeah, I'll see if I can move the camera around and see him. Oh, it's not going to move. I'll just move it around like this. There he is. Hello, pretty boy. Archie. 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 Yeah. I actually got a video of David flying out of the cage, but it wasn't a really good one. I actually tried to slow it down so that you could see him in flight, but it didn't work. I've got to upload it to my other channel. Haven't we, Archie? I've got the link to the other channel in the description. There's only about 3 videos of Archie. There's one where he was playing with his ball on the bottom of the cage. There's one I created for his actually his first birthday. And there's also one of I finally got him talking. So I've got to upload this other one. It's not a very long one because it doesn't take long to fly. It took him a while to fly out of the cage. Archie, come on. Come on. He's a pretty boy. He's a pretty boy. He's a pretty boy. Hey? that's one of his words is ouch. He says, what does he say? Crikey. And he says, oh, was it by the crikeys? It's not, I didn't actually mean to teach him that. It's just that I say that and he picks it up. And he says, oh shit. What else do you say? Happy Easter. He says thank you. And sometimes he'll say that at the right time. Like when I've changed the paper on the bottom of his cage, he'll actually say thank you. Can you see him good there? Why won't this turn? I have no idea. There he is. There he is. Come on. Come on. He's a good boy. Yeah. He loves his belly rubbed. He loved his belly rubbed. That's it. I want to thank everybody for the welcome back. Good. I wasn't going to do a video now. I was actually going to wait until I got to do the box. I thought, nah, now I've got to get in the right place. I thought I'll do one today, introduce you to Cecilia, to Aggie, Agnes, and Archie. He says his name really good because I'm always telling him he can be annoying. I know over night time I put him out the front there where you can see outside, and sometimes he starts making a noise and I look at the time, yeah, it's time for him to come in. And getting into bed of the night, it's very easy really. He's in bed, but it's so bright here. 7 o'clock, of course we are in daylight saving here in Australia. Not all states have daylight saving. I know Queensland doesn't, but ones down the east coast do. I'm not quite sure about South Australia and Western Australia and Northern Territory. I'm not quite sure about that, if they have it. I think South Australia might. But it's so bright, 6 o'clock, it's like the sun shining. And it seems more, I seem to have more light in this place than I did in Coffs. But saying that, I do miss my little unit down there. I miss how I used to be able to walk to the plaza and walk home. I miss how I could go out and walk, put clothesline was out the back door and I walk out grass and do that. And I do miss that. I miss it, especially when it rains and I want to get out. I could walk to the plaza barefooted. Here, going barefooted is a no-no. I've done it once. Aldi is about 10 minutes away. One day, so I've got to go barefoot. I hadn't done it for a while. First time here, and I regretted it because between here and crossing the road to get on the footpath, there's all these little stones and things. Oh, my feet, got home, my feet were sore underneath, and I regretted it. So even when I go outside here, go put the garbage out, go and check the mail, I have to have thongs on my feet to actually go, otherwise there's always these little stones. Oh, sorry, I had good sleep last night. I woke about, I think 6 o'clock, and I was wide awake. I thought, I'm right. Then I fell asleep. And I woke up about, I think it was 10:30. I woke up, had me breakfast. Then I realised I had no ice blocks in the fridge. I didn't put them in when I finished them. So I get these ice blocks. They're only a cordial ice block. What we call a slippery slam. They're a long tube, thin plastic tube with cordial made up in the middle, and they are so yummy. I have one of those a day. I usually have it after breakfast. I was going to have one this morning, but I realised I forgot to put one in, refill the freezer up yesterday. So that's it. Also, for Christmas Day, I was thinking of going somewhere because there is a place that does lunch for those people who have got nowhere else to go. But I thought, no, I would feel, I know my anxiety would set in, and I don't know how I would actually, because since I've been in Grafton, I haven't really mixed with people. I talk to my neighbours when I see them, or I actually, that's about it, you know. So I thought it probably would do me good, but I know my anxiety will kick in. It means catching a taxi, and because Christmas Day the rates are higher, and I don't know. So what am I doing on Christmas Day? I'm going to have a cooked breakfast. I got some hen fruit yesterday. I couldn't get the ones I always get, they were sold out. I was debating whether to go shopping after my doctor's or do home delivery. I was debating. I thought, nah, I'll go shopping, which means I got a cab home. But in the process, my groceries cost me nothing because I have got, I think I mentioned the last couple of videos, we had these flyby points. I got about 200, up to yesterday I had $210 flyby dollars. So I had $200 to spend. So I went and got my groceries. I used the flyby dollars. But the good part is I used the flyby dollars, and because of flybys, I'll actually get those points back. So the groceries were actually free. I've really built up to this, especially if I want to go into town and want to do my shopping. While I go, what's happening next week? I don't know. I might go into town. Let's just see how it is. I'm just lucky it wasn't really busy yesterday because I need to get some luncheon and some cold meat. I was going to get a pizza, but I didn't have Hawaiian, so that stuffed it up, didn't it? Yeah. So Christmas, I actually brought, as I'm having a cooked breakfast, it's not a flash, I have never cooked breakfast. I said I got some hen fruit, cackleberry, eggs. I love my eggs. I might just have a couple of eggs on some toast, fried eggs, or I've got a poacher, I could poach them, or I could scramble them, but I might just have them fried. I got nothing to have with them. This on toast, I got some juice. I'll have that juice, that'll be it. And I am going to actually watch movies all day. I'm going to subscribe to a couple of streaming places. Because one of them you get 7 days free. I think another one you get 14 days free when you subscribe. I did that with Disney Plus. I registered with Disney Plus for a month and cost me $1.99, and because to get some flyby points, plus to actually watch Hocus Pocus 2. Well, I didn't like Hocus Pocus 2. I just didn't like it. I don't know, it just didn't. If it had like the original cast and when they were all grown up and that, but it did have the 3 witches. So, but otherwise, I didn't enjoy it. And I couldn't find anything on there to enjoy, any movies. I did get onto some documentaries on there, which I really enjoy. This morning on YouTube, I've seen this great channel come up where animals ask humans for help. Animals got into straits where they couldn't get out of, and the humans come along and help them. There was a cobra who needed a drink. He was tangled up in fishing line, and the guy there gave him a drink. It was amazing. You know, I can't remember, these animals ask for help and the humans help them. I just wish humans were just as helpful towards other humans. Oh, just a door banging. No, I never expect anyone. So hopefully, it's sad, isn't it? You see all these guys helping these animals. They spent hours on this whale because they were stranded on the beach. They had to wait for the tide to come in. So they stayed there for hours until the tide came in so that the whale could go out, and they kept him hydrated. And monkeys getting caught, and elephants getting stuck in holes, and this one horse in a shed he had never seen daylight. His hooves had grown and grown and grown, and they got out and they helped him. Bears, his head was stuck in a bin. It was such an amazing thing to watch. So heartwarming that these humans were helping these animals. And as always, they showed one where a koala wanted help, wanted drink. It was after a big fire that I'm not quite sure where this fire was, and helped him drink. They took him somewhere where he could be safe. Beg your pardon? Yes, so exciting about new baby coming. I've got a name for it. I've chosen a name. Just see if it's a name that will stick. We'll see, we'll see. I'll have to get something where I can get rid of the white behind me. Yes, but the crikey's all right. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. You know what Mum needs? Mum needs a drink. Mum needs a drink. Oh. Excuse me. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Oh. When I went to the doctor yesterday, I said, do I need to wear a mask? And walked in, there's a couple of guys had a mask and someone else didn't have a mask. But when I went to book and said, do we need to do a mask? He said, you don't have to. They do. You don't have to wear it. So I thought, great, didn't have to. So here in Grafton, no more mask wearing, which is great. But well, of course, like when you go out and have you got a runny throat? So, yeah, I've got a runny throat, a runny nose, or a sore throat, and I thought, no. As I said, I don't go anywhere to get anything. I don't know how. I don't listen to the news. I don't need. Excuse me, I'll have a drink. I don't listen to the news. I watch a lot of online shows. I actually wonder how much internet I use. I don't use a lot, really. I actually have I have 600. I have my pay for 600 megabytes a month, and what I don't use, it gets rolled over to the next month. I didn't realise when I signed up to this one. Noisy truck. Until I went online once to check my users. What is going on here? And then I realised it rolls over, so I've got a lot of megabytes. And I could be here all day watching Pesci's Sons and Daughters. I put it on and episodes roll over. I can watch about probably 8 those a day. I've seen it before. I seen it when it was first on TV, and I thoroughly enjoy it. And I can think now, some of them I can remember, and some of them think something else is going to happen. I know that's going to happen whenever that's going to happen. Garfield, Garfield, Garfield. I love the old TV shows. They are so good because there's no swearing in them. You look at them and you can relax, sit down knowing you're actually going to have a bit of entertainment where there's no F and all this kind of, it's crazy. The word's okay, but when people use it all the time, it really Oh. It's hard to get. You can find good movies that don't have it on. There's actually a Christian serving. Is it Christian or Faith or something rather? Serving streaming channel, which I'm going to subscribe to because they might have some good Christmas movies. I have to check out how long their trial goes for. I'll have a look when I'm doing this. It's in the afternoon. Where's my tablet? It's later than usual, so I wasn't quite sure if I was going to do it today. Yeah, it's 2:42, 2:43 on Wednesday the 21st. So this will get put up today. Hello, pretty boy. And I do it. Getting back, I think having a break was good. And the excitement of this new baby coming is good. Is really looking forward to it. I know one day when it's not too hot or something, I'm going to take one of my babies when I go and see my psychologist, see how it goes in the 2 weeks. Will I do a shop then? I'll have a look. I'll see how I go. I pay Powerball each fortnight. If there's a big win, I don't go by the win, how much there could be win. I just go into it each fortnight. Last fortnight I got $5 something, and that stays there and has gone toward the Powerball this week. I always check how much budget is going and what's got to come out. So yeah, pretty budget conscious. You know, I still buy when I want to buy, but I just look once my bills are paid. That's it. Like yesterday was payday, and I had some afterpay things to pay, and I had my internet to pay, so I went straight into that and paid them all off, even though the afterpay not due to another few more days or next week. I actually pay it on the day I get paid, so that they're out of the road. So when I look at go in to look at my app bank, how much I've got there, how much I've got left till my next payment, I don't have to worry about, oh, this has got to come out. There was something else I was going to say. It's gone. Exactly. It's looking very pretty up there. Oh, last week I realised I forgot to put this saying in. Also, another thing I realised I forgot to do, I've got to put my entrance slide at the beginning. I don't know why I forgot. Maybe what happened, I wasn't quite sure what music to put in. Well, I put Christmas music or what, and maybe I probably had Christmas movie music in, and I deleted that. Maybe that deleted that. I hope the intro music isn't too loud. If it's too loud, I did try to put it down, but I don't think what I'm using is actually really loud. Because if it's really loud, you want to listen to the music, so you turn your volume up. But when you get to when you're talking, the talking's not a high, so then you've got to turn the volume down. No, the other way. If the music coming in is too loud, you've got to turn your volume down. But when the person comes to speak, you've got to turn it up so you can hear them. So always, if you've got music coming into your videos, make sure it's not too loud, because it does get annoying. Also, I mean, that's one thing. Another of my peeves in people making videos is actually they do portrait. They do videos portrait. I have never done a video portrait. Why? Even before I started doing videos for YouTube, I never done a portrait. My very first video I uploaded was when I went to Melbourne, and I did the portrait. When I went to Melbourne, I had 2 of my babies, and we were at a park, and I took a video of them on the swings. It was fun. There are parks here, but I'm not quite sure about swings and that. I know the park that way, a bit north of me, but it's a 20-minute walk, which is the same way to the shops. But the shops, there's no parks down there. There's no parks close by, which I wish there was. Somewhere where I could get out and take my babies, sit in the park, and just take me lunch and sit out, you know, just get out. I might take one of my babies. I know next week, I think the main thing I'll need to get next week is actually bread. Because we actually have a 4-day long weekend here, which means Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday are classified a holiday. So therefore, it's a long day weekend. Because Christmas Day falls on a Sunday, we have another day off for that. And also that means Monday is Boxing Day, which means they have add an extra day on to have a holiday for that. So that's 4 days. So it means that banks, post office, I don't know if the post office is open on Saturday, but they will be delivering parcels. They might be, because the postie we're going around, I'm pretty sure, the postie and the parcel delivery guy, I'm pretty sure they will be delivering on Saturday. I hope they do, because my baby, thinking should be close to into Australia, I will get notification. When I got the tracking number from Jackie, I straight away went to Australia Post, put it into Australia Post website, and I thought, why is it pending? So I waited. I checked again. It's pending. Why is it pending? Then I realised it's coming from America. So I tried the UPS website. Come here. I tried the UPS website, and nah, sorry, wasn't there. Try again, wrong number. It's out of date or something. I thought, okay. Now I reckon, USPS, United States Postal Service, USPS. I tried that one, and there she was. So yeah, so I get updates whenever she moves. So when she lands in Australia, I will get notification, and that's when Australia Post, I think Australia Post takes over. Yeah, because we only, as far as I know, we only got one postal thing. He's got 2. Well, UPS is United Postal Service. Am I correct? USPS, United States Postal Service, which is the main one. I don't know. I think this. Oh, no, I'm moving around. So looking for her to come. Hopefully Saturday. So Saturday my time would be Friday your time. Depends. We're about. Sometimes is about sometimes 13, 14 hours behind. We're in the future. Aren't we, Archie? Yeah, we're the future. So if I'm still doing videos, you know the world is still here. What's it look like I'm doing? Hey? What are you doing? Lisa. She is beautiful. Again, I really appreciate those people out there who create the sculpts for these amazing creations. They do such an amazing job, but that's only the part of it. And also the artists out there who take their time and hours on hours to create these magnificent pieces of art. And also to those suppliers who actually, I know some things are probably not made for reborn artists that they created, like the paints are probably made for reborn artists to create these babies. And the hair and things, you know. And they do such an amazing job. As I showed you last week, Ruby was my original reborn. She was my very first. And it's actually 9 years because she arrived just in time for Christmas. I think it was, yeah, it was just before Christmas she arrived. And it wasn't, that was 2013. Now when did I move? I'm trying, let me see. Yeah, 2013. It wasn't until about 2017 I moved into a better unit where I had more space. And not that I had more space, that I had more money. And that I started getting more and crazy. I know I still see amazing reborns out there. They are amazing. And I think, lucky I'm not buying anymore. I'm saving money. I do that, as I said, with flybys. I get my flybys built up. And if I want to get some groceries, I thought, okay, I've got plenty of flyby dollars, so I'll use those. That way I'm putting more money aside in into my saving account, which I will be doing. Let me see. Well, I think I've got plenty of milk. I stocked up of milk yesterday. What else did I buy yesterday? I brought a Christmas pudding from Coles. No, it's from Woolies. I brought a Christmas pudding from Woolies, so I'll have that Christmas Day. I should have got some custard. That's okay, I'll eat it by itself. I'm actually going to make a spider. These are amazing. They really are. What a spider is, you get a glass, usually a tall, what tall glass have I got? I don't think I've got a tall glass. I have got a glass, that might be good. You get a tall glass, however tall you want it, and you put ice cream in the bottom of it, and you pour any flavoured soft drink that you want on top of that ice cream, and it all foams up. Oh, maybe I should video it. Maybe I should, it is absolutely amazing. Oh, I haven't had one for ages. I thought, when I went shopping yesterday, I said, I've got to get some soft drink, and I got a creaming soda one. So, but you can use any flavoured soft drink. Soft drink for us, for you, is soda. Soda, pop, whatever. You can use Coke, you can use any flavour you like. But I got my creaming soda. It was on special, so that's what I could have it. I got ice cream. I could have it. I could have it Sunday. I could have any day. I've got plenty of ice cream. Beautiful. Make the ice cream get soft, and it's so yummy. It won't be a very big. What? No, I won't do it today because no, I don't want it. I don't feel like it today. I might do it. Depends. Let me see. I might do it one day, and I'll do the video of it, and I'll add it to my chat video next week. I'll just do that. So it's not just a video by itself, just a little bit making the spider. So whenever I make the spider, I will video me making it and tasting it and showing you what a spider is. I don't know if they're still called spiders. I don't know why they are called spiders, because I don't know. Are they an ice cream soda? I don't know, we call them spiders. Nothing much happening. That doesn't look level. Here is a fireplace behind there, but it doesn't work. It's not workable. Besides, I wouldn't use it because I've got Archie. So when it was starting to get a bit nippy, a bit cold, the breeze was coming through there. So I got the real estate, onto the real estate, see if they get the landlord, if he will actually come and, you know, close it up for me. So he turned up one day to measure it, and then he turned up another day with the bit of board to hold it up, which was good. Then I actually had to do something down the bottom, and yeah, so it all looks good. But then I get breeze coming through the door, but it's not too bad. It actually, it's been cold, but I haven't put my heater on because it's not big enough. I do have aircon, which is up there. I haven't used it there, but I don't know if I will be using it. Because it does use a lot of power. And I look after my power, I watch what I'm using, I read my meter. My bill so far, estimate bill, which is, I think it's October, November, December, June next month, will be about 180, 190. That's for 3 months. I do notice some weeks are higher than others, especially when it has been hot and I've had my fan going all day and again over night time in the bedroom. I don't have it blowing straight on me. I actually have it isolating, so the fan's going around the room so that the whole room gets done. I did have 2, but I turned one on the other week and it's died. So I don't know if I might check it again. If it's that, I'm going to pull it apart and chuck in the garbage. I don't know when we have a street collection. I think I've already had 1 or 2, or maybe 1, I don't know. Because it shouldn't go in the garbage. But I've thrown things in the garbage. I had something that was an electric appliance. I just threw it in the garbage. What else could I have? I think that's about it. So my next video will be my box opening. Yes, by the crikey's all right. By the crikey's all right. It's amazing how he says things at that moment you're saying things. Feel a breeze coming through. It's probably coming through the window. I've got the door closed so that no one can hear me talk. The window's closed. It's a bit overcast. I'm not quite sure if you're getting rain. Was it yesterday before I left? It looked a bit overcast, so I checked the weather. 100% no chance of rain. I thought, great. But when I walked out to the doctor, I thought I felt some sprinkles. I said, no, I don't care. So, everybody, hopefully I will see you before Christmas with my box opening. I pray that my baby gets here quick. So that I think I might see when I make the spider. I'll put it at the end of the video. I'll see what happens. And if I remember, I'll put that little image I told you about last week about, because I always thought I was crazy. It didn't worry me. But when I seen this thing on Facebook, I thought, that's it. So I found it. It's on my phone. I have to, no, it's not actually. I transferred it to my computer, so it's on my computer. I'm going to have to remember to actually put that in at the end. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's it. So Aggie here will say bye-bye. And we will see you hopefully with a new baby. Hopefully with a new baby. So everybody out there, hope you have a beautiful day in this amazing world. Okay, Garfield. In this amazing world that we live in. I hope that it's not too cold for you, those over where who have snow. I've actually only seen snow on telly, on videos and that. And yeah. And so I hope you have a beautiful day. Look after yourself. Be kind to one another. Be careful how you speak to one another. You never know what the other person is going through. Ain't that right, Archie? He's got his head hidden under the duvet. So me and my babies will see you, hopefully, fingers crossed. If I don't get it Saturday, I won't get it till next Wednesday. So if you don't see a video of me by Christmas Day or whatever, you know my baby hasn't come. On my video on I'll actually put it on this video. Any more updates, I'll put it in description, which I did on my last video. I put description, but on this video, any more updates I'll get, I'll actually put it in the link. So when it lands in Australia, I would actually put it in the description. So just check back, and once it's in Australia, you know, it'll be here in maybe 24, 48 hours. So maybe I will have it for Christmas. Fingers crossed, legs crossed, eyes crossed, whatever's crossed. So people, enjoy your day, enjoy your world, enjoy your babies, and take care of yourself. And we will see you again, hopefully Saturday, Sunday. So bye people, have a good day. Bye Archie.